Yes,
So
agree.
it's just giving that space there. It's not saying, and all Black people are not the only people that are bothered about DEI.
Yes, but
It's
that's
not
the
just Black people.
no, agreed. That's the trick, though. That's what the trick was for. The trick was not necessary. We've been collateral. Let's be honest. Black people have been collateral damage for a long time. We've been hit with so many different things that wasn't necessarily for us, but they say it's for us because we're always going to be hit with collateral damage. We always going to be hit as it goes. What I'm saying is it's been a trick. That's the best trick they've been pulling. See, everybody thought when you say DEI, they automatically thought about Black people, right? They didn't think about Hispanics. They didn't think about women. They didn't think about Arabs. We all benefited from that, not just only Black people. So what they do is they target things that seem like it's for African Americans, but in the long run, it's to target those behind closed doors. That's why I say it's the biggest trick
And I want
in
to jump in
America
real
right
quick.
now.
How you're
Go
saying
ahead.
trick? That
Yes.
is exactly what Donald Trump is doing. This whole administration is a trick. You were dead on with it.
So what's a trick
That's
though?
it.
So what's a trick? Look, you have to explain what the trick is. What do you feel the
No,
trick
he
is?
said it. He said that's a trick. That's the
No, no.
trick.
I'll tell you exactly what it is. It was never.
But
It's too.
everything Donald Trump says, it sounds like, oh yeah, this is, and it's. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm sorry.
No,
I said the trick is always to get you to look one way and go the other way. See, they focused on saying they gonna take away DEI when in reality all this was going back to their plan for immigration. They was all this is a big plan for immigration. That's what it really is. So so what so if you say you're gonna attack African American people with DEI, the Hispanics swear to God that they're comfortable. The Arabs, they swear to God that they're comfortable. The Asian people are comfortable because they're saying, oh, they're going after African Americans. And then the whole time they're back doing ICE, picking up everything.
but
So
see,
I
for us though, like we're stuck though. Like we're stuck in like the 1700s still. Like when I think about that Willie Lynch letter, when I read the Willie Lynch letter at least once a week. As a
I'm
Black
have to
man, I
check
feel
it
like
out.
everybody should. And he talked. This is a white slave owner in 1715 talking to other slave owners on how to keep us where we are, and it still rings true to this day.
Norris, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
So, what does make America great again means to you? Like,
I
how is
don't. I
making
don't believe
America
in that.
great
I
again?
don't believe in that slogan though. That's what I'm telling
Okay,
you. Like,
okay. Well,
I'm not a
Donald Trump's
MAGA supporter. I voted for who I felt would do the best job because I know Kamala Harris, and I don't know if y'all missed these interviews that they edited for her.
hold on, baby.
I know Harris wasn't going to get us nowhere better either because
So, what is it that you feel his administration is going to do to support you and your family?
I
Because
already see it. I invest, so I see it totally. I follow the money. So
well, what about the Department of Justice being dismantled and money that is allocated to students in need who need that money? That's like, you're okay with all of that too?
has any of that happened yet though? Has any like that's
Well, honestly, it's really kind of hard to know because they talk in circles when they are talking. That the majority of their press conferences, it's like you're going in a circle.
but you
And
still
I
have
feel like I'm being gaslit.
but you still have to educate yourself, right? So let's take it for example, and tell me and Melissa, y'all really probably know about this. So y'all think about when the past presidency, when Biden Harris passed that loan repayment thing, right? Did anybody take the time to sit down and see what requirements you had to meet
Yeah,
to get your loan repaid?
absolutely.
100%.
Everybody did.
But do you know the percentage of people who got their loans truly repaid?
So I can't tell you the percentage, but I can tell you people that I've actually touched that have. And I can
Yeah.
also tell you how Trump has ruined it already
Yes.
for people that were still getting stuff
So how
done.
many
Yes, a lot of people were getting their
Tamara,
money, their loans forgiven.
This is great. This is great. So Tamla, tell me how many Black people you know got their loans, like just an estimate. It don't have to be correct. How many Black people you know?
So again, I can't tell you overall. I can tell you that I put my hands on about 15.
Okay.
My hands, meaning I personally know these people and saw the bill and saw the zeros from I don't want to tell you what they owed because
No, no.
but
But also, it's gonna be people who's been in college, who's been out of college for a while.
I know
See, a
that.
lot of us were almost there,
Yeah.
yeah.
but then they snatched it
But
away.
did you see some of the requirements that needed to be met, right? Because we're
The
talking
requirements
about
were
how we
very
feel.
simple.
No, but some of them you couldn't be delinquent for a certain amount of time. You couldn't
That's
be on a certain.
understandable.
But you see what I mean? But how many people, let's be honest, y'all, how many people that look like us were paying our student loans on time?
Oh, see, I don't agree with that statement.
Yeah, I
because
can't
what
agree
you're
with that
trying
either,
to
because
say
I have
is
a lot of people that look like
us are
me
poor.
who
Y'all
pay their
don't want to.
bills.
No, I'm not saying you poor. That's the wrong way to take
Okay,
it.
okay. No, but that's what
sounds
you're
like-
saying because
but
they
it-
were
No,
delinquent.
I'm not saying that.
It sounds like you're saying how many people look like us wasn't delinquent.
No,
And I
no.
have to disagree with that narrative. I know a lot of people who were in college, and like I said, I know a lot of people who benefited from that.
But y'all got to let me land the plane though, because
Okay, we'll land it. We listening.
So I was going to go back to what D said, right? It was still just like the DEI situation, because most people, don't listen to me, most people who are going to meet those standards probably won't be African American or minority.
I
don't agree with that.
I disagree with that 100%. No, President Biden was not trying to do no slick backdoor. I'm gonna tell you this to make you no. And furthermore, when they kept trying to stop us from having this opportunity, he was like, "Bet, guess what? We gonna give everybody forbearance. Ain't none of us been paying our stuff because these judges and all these people are, but we not delinquent because it was a forbearance."
Okay.
So it's like I have to disagree that there was a lot of red tape.
I disagree with that, but then I also have to think about where you think about the amount of people that are actually us that are like educators.
Well, black women are the
Right.
highest. Black women are the
We
most
got
high.
7% in America, in the state, that are black educators. 7%.
I'm not talking about educators, but black women lead in college. Like y'all are the most people who go to college. Black women, y'all are the most highly educated group.
And trust, we read all of that paperwork about that loan forgiveness. We read every inch of it.
Can I ask you a question? And this is for everybody. Name me a president where when they took office, things got better. Like they really got better. Can you guys name me? There was no inflation. Prices didn't go up. Is there a president that has happened with?
I don't think
I haven't had a chance to really research that information.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen it in our time though.
No, we haven't. That's my whole point.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I can
I'm saying
right.
No. Understandable.
Was the last person who did what President Trump is trying to do now with the taking away the taxes. Like this stuff has been done.
No, agree. But I'm saying, like, I continue to say the same thing. We as black people have been probably shorthanded for the longest periods of time. This ain't new to us. And this was never an attack to us. This was an attack to those of other colors. But what's the easiest way to get people to stop looking? You attack the people that everybody wants to attack, which is us. So and you make it seem like it's that, and then you backdoor and and now look, they're scooping up Hispanics and at an all-time high. Like,
do y'all feel that's wrong? Illegal immigrants who broke the law, not just illegal immigrants who have broke the law.
We break the law when we run the red light.
But I'm just saying, like, so you think it's okay for these people to come in?
It's not for me to judge. But I think that's horrible to go and rip people out. Yes, that is horrible. That is
no.
Especially, you wouldn't even understand it, especially as an educator, for little children to be scared to come to school because they don't want their family ripped apart. I mean, it's just sickening. It's inhumane. It's just not right. Like
I don't care. I don't, and I do
that's
because
understandable. That's
no, and I say that in the aspect of, and Norris can attest to this. We've been places where we've been hated. Yeah. We've been places where they told us they don't want us there. We've been places where they told us if
fighting for y'all.
Yeah, we've been places where
I mean, I'm not in the military. I have too. I've been places where I've been told my business isn't warranted.
Fight for me.
I've been at work where parents tell me I'm
Oh,
not fit to
Yes.
teach their child.
yeah,
I think
No,
that's
yeah.
any
exactly.
person
No, I'm
of a
saying
minority. You know,
So I'm a judge in because I breaking the law is not good, but I like Lisa said, we do it all the time. Like, let's be real. What I don't agree with is that we have the ability when we break the law to fix it. And
right.
so what we're doing right now by pulling them out and throwing them across the border, because that's what they doing. Like to walk into a school and just pull someone, that's a child's safe spot. You are screwing their education for the rest of their lives. So what I don't agree with is pulling them out and then not giving them the ability. Like if you're going to say you're going to have to go, give me time and tell me you got 2 weeks to do XYZ and then you're gone. Not just pulling across.
So
Black folks are real compassionate.
so
Of
this
We
course
is
we are.
we some of the most hated and the most compassionate people in the world.
and I
yeah,
think that's a problem.
but
Yeah,
this is my question though,
but
right?
no
Let's
one.
say you've been here let's say hypothetically, you've been in America illegally for 10 years. You know what it takes to get your citizenship. You 10 years. You know what it takes. We have people who join the military just to get citizenship. So it's like how this is my question. Like, how long do we have all this? I think it's sad. I think that is sad for a kid to be pulled away. But Barack Obama did the same thing. Y'all don't remember that when he had the kids separated from their families at the borders.
And I
So
didn't agree with it then.
yeah, so
Right.
so that's what I'm saying. But y'all wasn't in an uproar like
People were in
this.
an uproar.
I'm not talking about y'all on the panel. I'm talking about the world. You didn't see. We didn't see the world on TV complaining about Barack Obama sent the most immigrants back. He has leading numbers.
He does.
I'll research that and get back
Yeah,
to you.
yeah,
But when it comes to that, I think it's also a matter of how you present things.
I agree. I agree.
Right? Because when you're listening, like you said, when it comes to researching and understanding why things are done, most of our presidency, even if they don't go into every single details, there's explanation. I
Yeah,
shouldn't
yeah.
have to go. If you're giving me a press conference, you should be telling me what I'm going to go back and research. I shouldn't be going like this and have to be like, oh, I got to dig.
But what president gave y'all that? We got to be honest, y'all. What president gave y'all? This is the most transparency, even if we think it's a lie. This is the
You
most.
think Donald Trump is transparent?
I don't think he's transparent at all. I don't think he's transparent at all.
Y'all
hilarious.
y'all are teachers and educators. Y'all are at work.
Exactly. There is nothing he's saying is transparent. He is casebook narcissistic personality.
But I get
disorder.
I get to work from home, so I get to see a lot, right? So I'm watching CNN. I'm watching these news stations where they're in the Oval Office breaking this news. But they're doing stuff every minute of the day, every hour on the hour. So you got to go back and really say, you can't say they're not being transparent. If you go to BBC, you can literally see what happened the whole day from the White House.
Just because I don't work from home, I listen to it all the time. If you look at my YouTube feed, it is nothing but politics now because, of course, when you start listening,
that's how
it goes down that rabbit hole. And I listen from a lot of point of views, not just from
y'all don't think so. What is transparency to you guys?
Saying exactly what it is that you're talking about. Like all of this, I'm gonna make it seem like we targeting these people so I can throw your mind off of this. You don't need to do all of that.
But Trump never said it. Trump told y'all he was getting every illegal immigrant. Trump said he was getting every illegal immigrant out of here, regardless of what it took.
He did.
That's the one thing he did say. Now,
Here's what I'll say on immigration policy, and I'm only saying this because I've been to quite a few places. We are one of the few places in the world where we allow individuals to come in and then we let them sign up. A lot of places, like if we go to Mexico right now and we try to buy land, we can buy that land, but they'll take it back from us and take our money with it.
Yeah.
Same. You go to China, do the same thing. They'll let you buy it. Then they'll take it back and take your money with it. So in the same sense, I'm almost to a point where I like an eye for an eye sometimes. I'm just being honest. Sometimes you got to hold them the same way they would hold us if we was trying to go to theirs. And if you don't look at it that way, then I understand we want to be above, we want to be considered the best.
Did he cut out?
Yeah, he could.
Uh-oh.
But
Oh, is
so this is my question while we waiting for D to come get back in there. Would you guys acknowledge anything if it is positive and good?
About Donald
100%.
Trump and his administration?
Yeah.
No,
would.
I don't have anything positive to say.
No, I'm saying if
Right
something
now,
happens,
no.
if something
would.
happens positive,
Here's my thing. Let's think about why did the colonists separate and fight with Great Britain in the first place?
Mhm.
Because big government is trying to tell me what to do. So we're going to go to another land, even though they stole that, but that's a whole nother story. We're going to go to another area and we're going to create this land of democracy. Now, when they were creating it, they were only thinking about the white man. And then you have people like Rosa Parks and Dr. Martin Luther King and Jesse Jackson. And I was like, whoa. Your Constitution says this. So when Dr. Martin Luther King is fighting for civil rights, he's not just fighting for civil rights for African Americans. He's saying civil rights for everybody. He's saying these things are for everybody. Yes, I want my people to have this effect. And it's just so funny to me that now, and I would love to see what's going to happen later, but now this whole government thing is turning around. Let's not forget how America even came to fruition. Why did the American Revolution even happen? Why? And now it's like, oh, I'm the president. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm gonna whatever I say goes.
So how are y'all gonna feel about Martin Luther King once you read everything that they released? Because y'all do know why. See, these are the games. See, that's because I tell people I'm gonna always be truthful. I feel that's why they really did release the Martin Luther King,
because of
they want us to see his character. See, it's a lot of things that people have already been arguing about it's just in history. So I'm gonna read it.
But his character, as in what?
But people were saying that Martin Luther King is not who we thought he was, right?
Well, just because he was a womanizer.
But that's not. You see, we can't just say that.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just what I heard.
Yeah, but I'm saying but think about the person that we thought he was, right? We all know this because we grew up in church. We understand. But some people, it's gonna change the perception for some black people who really thought man, Martin Luther King did what?
So just because he was a womanizer, he can't fight for civil rights?
Exactly. I was going to say, but we can't put aside what he did because of, look, 2005, we hear about preachers and everybody else doing inappropriate stuff.
I agree.
We're still not.
I agree, but do you see? I think that's why they were released.
I don't think that's going to taint the work that he was doing, though.
Not for black people. That's what I'm saying. I think that we still have to be very vigilant of why they're doing something, right?
And to me, that's tacky. That's classist. That is so why do you want a leader that wants to dog everybody out? Everything he say is negative. When that plane went down, the first thing he say, it's DEI. Not condolences to the families.
And I said that was ignorant. I agree. That was ignorant.
Everything this man says is ignorant. There's nothing positive. He always leads with negativity. Why do you want a leader that wants to evoke chaos? Because that's what he's doing. And I think that was another thing I got from Kendrick Lamar with Turn the TV Off. Stop watching the news because it's just trying to make you scared and frantic and chaotic. Why do you want a leader like that? When you got to come on everything he says, he is dogging somebody out. Just like he
gets every day from everybody else.
But it's nobody. I don't wake up saying, I'm going to hate Donald Trump today. Donald Trump wake up with negativity every day. Every day I have never heard him start anything positive. Anything.
I'll say this. I feel like he is an individual who's never talked correctly. He's never learned how to talk correctly.
He's not a politician.
Yeah, he's always taught to be a businessman.
He's a wealthy white man.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever known how to speak correctly in the aspect of actually making sense and not sounding like an a-hole.
So I'm gonna sound crazy when I say this, but all the money he got, he should have paid somebody. Like,
Why you have
when we
publicists.
talking about years and what, you know, you've got all this time to do this and all of this.
That's
If you
ego.
knew what you wanted to do, you
Ego.
should have paid somebody to get where you needed to be and speak so that everybody could hear you.
But
Ego.
he knows he's going to get away with it because people are
Message.
going to give him a pass. Oh, it's okay. It's fine.
Which
ahead,
is
Plug.
crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Go ahead, Plug. When he
Oh, she hit it on the head message.
I didn't hear it. Say that again.
I say you had hit it on the head message. That was a good message.
I think it's one of those things. I will tell people to stay tuned. I would tell people to stay tuned.
Well, we ain't got no choice. We got 4 years of it.
Right.
Oh, you got 12 years.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but we gonna see.
Y'all know
I
who's
know
next,
for
right?
sure we got 4, unfortunately.
No, yeah, but you know who next, right?
I know
JD
for sure we got 4. Prayer
got
works.
8.
Prayer works. I know for sure we got 4.
JD got 8.
There
I'm-
are so
Nah,
many. There
I'm
are
gonna be
so
honest, it's
many
probably-
people now who are totally changing their mind.
Yeah,
because-
yeah. I think it's gonna be
because of the lies they've been told. And honestly, they haven't been told lies. It's just people thinking, oh, they're not talking about me. Oh, that ain't me. Oh, that's not. No, yes, baby, it is you. If you're not in that top 1%, yeah,
It's you.
he really don't care.
I think it's gonna absolutely change to a Democrat just solely off of what happened in these first
But
couple
who?
days.
But who?
It doesn't even matter. It's probably
Yeah, it
gonna be
doesn't even
somebody.
matter.
It does matter.
Nah,
though.
man, it's gonna be somebody.
No, because
crappy.
Donald
And
Trump got in. It does not matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This probably doesn't matter at this moment in time. Whoever runs as a Democrat is probably going to win. It's probably going to win in a landslide, just solely for the fact of how things started off this year and how things have happened, which is the minority is going to flip dramatically. That's what you go see. The biggest difference is how things for the minority culture is going to flip. White people always even each other out because it's always half of them on one side, half of them on the other.
Harris got the black vote now. She got 93% now. She got the black vote. She got the black vote.
Yeah, but a lot of black men and a lot of Caucasian women voted for Donald Trump this time that didn't vote last time. I'm just being honest when they they looked at the demographic. And I'm gonna tell you this too. Biden was trash. Like he didn't do anything worthwhile to the aspect that actually made things better for us as African Americans. He didn't.
But I think as a if you're a Democrat, you have to start becoming more strategic, though. I think
agreed. And I also feel like
what you should have did was kept Biden there, because Biden would have beat Trump a second time. Like,
he would have.
You keep Biden there. Harris should have took the reins once Biden beat him.
I don't think so, and let me tell you why.
I do.
My man was falling off steps. My man was falling off bicycles. Like,
and you know what? Nobody cared. Nobody talked about it.
Agreed.
Nobody cared.
I did. Like, in my head, I was like, "Hey, bro,
we got to take ourselves out of it. Like, we're
Trump's 1%.
Like everybody on this panel gonna be okay regardless who's in office.
Our nation is trying to. Before Trump, it was trying to move forward. It was trying to be progressive, but as soon as they announced Kamala Harris, I was like, man, I don't think we are
it was a bad move.
Progressive enough. But then when I saw all of the support and all the money being raised, I was like, okay, let me stop looking at the glass half empty and let me get positive. But
when it came to that, though, I think, like Nora said, like it was one of those things where when she was announced, we as people are quick to throw something at one thing for real quick, but ain't doing nothing to make sure that it happens. So she raised a lot of money real quick for it, but there was still nobody doing anything.
Yeah.
Divine Nine took care of her. You know what I mean? But I tell people this. Like I tell people right now, if you want a Democrat to win, they need to do what Trump did the past 4 years. They need to be going around the country right now as we speak. I'm gonna tell you somebody who
I think a lot of people just didn't want a black woman in there. I don't think Trump did.
I think a woman in
because
general,
right up until the election, the numbers were right there neck and neck. And I think a lot of people said that they were voting for Harris, but went to the polls and did something different.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They lied.
I don't think Donald Trump did anything because that debate, what did we get from that? We asked him, okay, You're taking away Obamacare. What are you going to do for healthcare? It's going to be better. It's just going to be better. Okay, well, what are you going to do? It's going to be better.
So you know what was the biggest change? White women in
Yeah.
America. No, for real.
No, I can agree with you.
White women voted heavily for Obama. Y'all do know that, right?
Mhm.
Like they voted heavily for Obama.
They would now because his mayor is about to be. Oh, but go ahead.
Now
another episode.
they voted heavily for Trump. They didn't vote heavily the first time, but they vote heavy this time.
Everybody wants all. This is all Trump has to do. Once those prices go down in the store and in your pump, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
But you know he doesn't really have control, and
I know he does. But
like
people still
because you think Donald Trump is so concerned about prices going down for us.
I know Trump doesn't control it, but I'm just saying that we have to understand we own this pinwheel, right?
Yeah.
And when things need to shift, they will shift it.
All it takes is one time for him to tee off one of those Arabic men in the Middle East, and they go do like they did last time, flood the market. When they can flex heavily more on us than we can flex on them. Like we can flex in war.